I've been paying the fine, tax, whatever you want to call it, Obamacare, ever since it was implemented, because I refused to pay, between $1,000 for the cheapest, 1,200, 1,300 a month for my family health insurance, a freaking mortgage on top of a mortgage, which is called health insurance. Oh, and you need to, what do they call that? It's not deductible, is it? We have to eat up $5,000 first before they kick in. What's that called?
Are you sure that's not deductible?
Or maybe, I guess it's kind of a deductible, right? It's not really a deductible because usually deductible is every time you do it. But whatever it is, you're responsible for a certain amount before the insurance kicks in. And I'm like, okay, I would need thousands of dollars. Maybe a copay, I don't know, whatever. So, remember, I said, you know what, I'll get health insurance one time to get one of these surgeries done on my foot. It was the final surgery I had, I think. And I calculated what I had to pay out of pocket for this surgery, medication, whatever, not that it was much medication, pain medicine, but whatever. And then I had to pay my fee, which was like $300 something a month, I think, for insurance for myself. And I'm like, $300 a month, you got to have it all year long, times 12 months, right? It's $3,000 something. Well, I guess about almost 4,000, whatever, because it was 3 something a month. It wasn't actually 3 even. And then all the fees I had to pay out of pocket, and then when the insurance kicked in, I realized, what the hell am I doing? I should have just paid for it out of pocket from day one. But, you have 4 other family members that didn't have insurance, correct? That's correct. You got to pay the fine on those guys. Oh, okay, nice. And for all the other years I didn't have insurance, which again, I only did it 1 year, I had to pay the fine. So I've been paying this tax, fine, whatever the hell you want to call it. Supreme Court says it's a tax. I'm wondering, am I about to get a Christmas bonus from Uncle Sam on all the years that I've paid that so-called fine? Because apparently, according to this article from Zero Hedge, which is legit as can be, quoting their sources, you'll see, Obamacare core provisions have been ruled unconstitutional by a Texas judge. And guess which one of the pieces of the core provision? The effing individual mandate. The one that I said, no, I'm not paying it. Okay, well then you're going to get fined. So I wonder if the IRS is going to pay me back those fees for years now, which is thousands of dollars. At least several $1,000s I'll be getting back. And interest. I want my interest, Uncle Sam. Just like you ask me if I mess up, 6%, whatever the hell it is, give me my money. A smoke dog once said, give me my money. Obamacare gutted core provisions ruled unconstitutional by Texas judge. Core provisions of the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, were ruled unconstitutional by a Texas judge today, this Friday, following a lawsuit brought by a group of Republican attorneys general from 20 states who were against Democratic attorneys general from 14 states, led by California's Javier Becerra. According to court documents below, which he links, U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor of Fort Worth agreed with the GOP coalition that he had to gut key provisions of the Affordable Care Act after Congress last year eliminated the individual mandate, a tax penalty for not buying insurance. So, hold on, let me read that again. Am I about to get re-screwed or what? What is this? According to court documents, U.S. Judge agreed with it that he had to gut key provisions of the Affordable Care Act after Congress last year eliminated the individual mandate, a tax penalty, which is a tax penalty for not buying insurance. You can't have a tax penalty. There's no such thing as a tax penalty. There's a penalty, a fine, a fee, but there's no such thing as a tax penalty. You can't have both. Either there's taxes or there's penalty, right? And that's the problem. So, in other words, maybe I'm not about to get screwed come January, which again, that's next month, and then February I got to do my taxes, all that stuff, and then the final year, Jason, you owe $2,000 or $3,000 in fees, fines. Maybe I won't get hit there. I don't know that I'll be getting a refund, but Let's continue on. Friday's decision which will undoubtedly be fought all the way to the Supreme Court, as California has already announced that they will appeal. The Texas-led Republicans argued that they've been harmed by an explosion of people on state-supported insurance rolls, claiming that when Congress repealed the tax penalty last year, it nullified the U.S. Supreme Court's rationale for deeming the ACA constitutional in 2012. Which again, I'll take that 2012, 2013, 2014, 15. Know what I'm saying? You know, maybe not this year if it's going to go to the Supreme Court, unless it goes there quickly. Which again, who do we got on there now? We got Brett Kavanaugh. We got some good people. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's gone. Or Bader. Was it Bader? Bader? Darth Bader. She's gone. She's leaving. She ain't going to be around much longer. Nobody wants you around, Joe Dirt. You go have a Whamburger or some French fries. We got some Republicans, conservatives going up in there. The Democratic attorneys general argued that overturning Obamacare would toss millions of people from health insurance rolls by reversing Medicaid expansion, which would end tax cuts and allow insurers to start denying coverage for pre-existing conditions. DOJ attorneys urged Judge O'Connor to strike down the individual mandate and pre-existing condition mandate. However, they asked the judge to spare the rest of the law, including the Medicaid expansion, health exchanges, the employer mandate, federal health care reimbursement rates for hospitals and premium subsidies. So, again, I used to say this. Some of you might remember if you've been around a while with me. Anytime I get an opportunity to crap on Obamacare, I got to do a video. And I've done them. You might just search Jason for Obamacare or ACA, Affordable Health Care Hack. You'll see little jabs I can throw out there whenever necessary and when I can. Boom. And this is one of them. Give me my effing money back. It's a tax penalty. There's no such thing as a tax penalty. You can have penalties. You can have late fees. You can't have a tax penalty. It's not a tax. Remember Barack Obama. You will not receive any tax increase. This is not a tax. You will not be taxed any higher. Supreme Court had to rule on it. And I remember I was in the front seat of my boss's truck actually, dually, on one of our trips up to Tennessee when we were, I was in the mindset, I got to get in Tennessee. We want to go to Tennessee. We made a few trips up there. Took a little time off work and looked at different areas, because we had some thoughts and stuff. And I remember the radio was on. We're listening to it, AM or whatever. And the Supreme Court has ruled today that it's a tax. I remember sitting there and looking at them in the car like, son of a bitch. These little bastards got us. Tax. Mr. Obama, I thought they were not raising taxes. Oh, you're going to force me to get health care. I don't want health care. I don't want it. I'd rather pay out of pocket. No, not good enough. So I could actually say, well, no, I've been paying health care, my own effing health care. Here's my doctor bill. Here's my dentist bill. Here's a few of my kids' bills. So I have health care, so to speak, and it's my bank account actually paying for it. No, we gotta have a provider. So you're forcing me to use somebody, some private business. That's what they're doing. They're forcing you to use a private business. It's almost like telling you you've got to eat out at least once a week at some restaurant. McDonald's. I don't want McDonald's. In other words, go see a doctor. I don't want a doctor. I'd rather stay natural health. No, go see one of our certified doctors on the list. Well, my doctor, who's a health freak, is not on your list, not on the Obamacare list. Can I use him? No, got to use him. So I got to have insurance or I'll get fined, and I've only got a couple of choices. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Yeah, how'd that work out? Effing scam. And you must eat at McDonald's once a week. Have to have McDonald's. Or whatever, pick a restaurant, just something. In other words, can I choose a better restaurant? Nope. That's your only there's actually just two. You can go to Burger King or McDonald's. Oh, these other restaurants that are healthier are on my list, but I don't like it. No, sorry. If you go to those other restaurants, we're going to fine you. We're going to fine you. Not using this one. This is seriously criminal. And again, I hope this goes to the Supreme Court and they rule the whole damn thing was a shenanigan. And by the way, Americans that paid the tax, you're getting a refund. Oh, don't worry, we've got money coming from money we've squandered back, we've seized from the pedo network, from the Clinton network, from the Deep State network. These people had so much money offshore. You have no idea. It's covered. All the costs are covered. We'll take care of you guys. Winning. I don't have my Donald Trump card here to play you. We're going to win so much. They're going to get tired of us winning. It's in the crypto cave, the man cave. So I can't fold it open right now. I'd like to, but not yet. Take care.